Next year is going to be hugely exciting for us. I mean, we're now in 4 offices. So we're San Francisco, Melbourne, New York, and London. We're almost 100 people. And we're now at that point where we've reached a really interesting tipping point in terms of the data that we have and all of the companies that we work with, and what that allows us to bring back to those customers. So how can we take the data that you've given us, but that we have in aggregate, and use that to help you improve how you act on data? So we're already starting to look at, across all of the people that we've worked with, where were the biggest changes? Where have people been able to make the biggest positive influence, and why? What can we learn, and how can we create a system that learns itself, so that when you become a customer of Culture Amp, you're actually not just learning from your own people, but you're learning from this global community that's learning together. And for us, it's, there's a data layer there, there's some incredible, science that goes behind that, but it's also getting that data and turning it into content that you can actually use. So we have a team of people really working on helping people apply the idea of running a culture-first company to how they run their business. The data is only one component. It's how do you engage everyone in the organization in listening to that data and then acting on it. I think the other really big thing for us that we're really excited about over the next 12 months is the continued growth of the People Geek community. So we spend a lot of time working with people globally around events and other interactions. We have an online Slack channel for People Geeks, and we're past 30,000 people in that community now. And it's at the point where we're starting to find some really strong relationships with people all over the world that are as manic about this as we are. And we're sort of pooling knowledge and sharing knowledge and using that to provide what I think is actually a pretty compelling end-to-end thing. At the end of the day, we're a product company. We're not a services business. But there are incredible people around the world that can help you if you need it. And that's an area where I think we'll be able to do some really interesting things, because we have such a strong community that we can actually provide end-to-end what you need to do anything pretty much on a people and culture stack. So particularly here in Melbourne, recently the government announced that they're supporting us building our global product and engineering headquarters here. And so over the next few years, we're looking to expand that out to several hundred people. And part of the commitment was wanting to build a world-class company in Melbourne, but specifically wanting to build a world-class product team in Melbourne. We want to have something that we're not saying, hey, we're good for an Australian company. We want to be good globally. So we're actually very keen to talk to anybody, and we're actively looking for engineers, product managers, designers, psychologists, as well as the stuff that we're doing in all our offices, which is sales, marketing, customer success, any aspect of taking this concept of People Geeks and making it work at scale.